YouTube, what's up? This is the Big Face Trucker making a video, and this video is about how my 2 days has been going. I know I haven't made no videos and I haven't been, checking in like I used to check in, but right about now, trucking is getting real serious. Well, it's serious. It was always serious. It's just like I got more things and better things to do. To keep this thing running right, and lately loads and rates has been crazy, and a lot of things it's like I've been getting loads in a messed up way. It's really, to me, it's really bad that I got to take a load for $1.60, $1.70. I feel real bad, and I gotta shake that off because this is the season for the cheap loads. And yeah, in order to keep maintaining, you're gonna have to one day you're gonna have to pull a cheap load. You know what I mean? Hopefully that it's cheap and light. You don't want to pull a heavy load that's cheap, because then comes the wear and tear on your truck. But look, the way this all started out is that yesterday my car got stolen in another person's possession. So now I'm dealing with that, and I go to pick up this first Uber load, and the shipper has the trailer on grass. It's been raining in Georgia for like 2 days, 3 days or whatever, so it was flooded. So, and they didn't position the trailer for me to back up in a decent way. The facility was made for box trucks and box trucks only. Not even a 43 could probably get in there and swing on that dock. But I could got it in, and I got it. It wasn't no dock that I had to pull up to. I had to pull around the building, all right, and go all the way. It had like a small driveway that went around the building, not made for tractor trailers. And the lady was like telling me, "You need to stay off the grass, or she's gonna get stuck." I said, "Yeah, I see that. I see that." So I was gonna turn the load down. I was gonna call up Uber and turn the load down because it didn't really make sense. All right, but I said, "Nah, just get this load and knock it out. It should be simple once you get loaded and get up out of here." So I had to back up and mount up to the back of a trailer, and the guy had to get inside, and he had to unload the truck by himself. It was plastic drums, so it took him probably about 2.5, 3 hours to do that. All right, so in the meantime, I was sleeping. It's raining, it's pouring, and everything. So boom, they get the truck loaded up, and now I got to pull out of there. So now I got to pull back around the building and then back up blindside to get up this tall hill, then do a 90. So it was some driving skills that you have to go to this facility. I didn't leave a review. They didn't give me a chance to leave a review. I guess, being that it was time sensitive, I don't know. But I would have left a review because any and every driver wouldn't like to go there. Especially, me, I would have turned it down if I was, my feeling was like, knock it out, get it over with. So I picked it up, got out of there, went down to the delivery, right? I get to the delivery. It's a drum place, a lot of cats up in there, they speak Spanish. So, all right. So I finally go to the office. The office, they tell me pull it around to dock 4, and I go to dock 4. So as I'm pulling into dock 4, I'm backing up. It's really slim. It's like this much space between each trailer. All right, so I'm thinking my doors was gonna get bent or something like that. So I'm taking my time. It should be some kind of not DOT, but some kind of OSHA regulations how far those trailers should be apart in order to back in, safety reasons. But it was one of those facilities. So I back in, and they take about 2 hours and a half to get unloaded, and then uh, guy comes out telling me I'm all ready, and not realizing that, I didn't know they was putting trash in these barrels also, in these drums. But I had a truck full of that peanut styrofoam stuff. But I didn't get out. I said, man, I need to sweep this out, and then I forgot all about it. So when I pulled out, I figured the guys, usually when you go to these trashy ass spots or whatever, usually they will sweep it out. It's not mandatory, but usually they sweep it out because, hey, you brought some product for them. It doesn't take but 15 minutes, 10 minutes to sweep the trail out and put it in the trash. But these guys didn't do that. So I pull out, and next thing I know, nice piece of metal this long, like a razor, went in my trailer tire. All right. Let alone it's the end of the month. The end of the month, everything is coming out. Insurance, truck payment, house note, everything is coming out. Right? So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, damn, I gotta buy a tire or whatever. So, I did one of the MacGyver moves, pulled out my old trusty patch kit that I got there, that I keep in the truck in case they have to get me out of the desert or whatever I can do, whatever. So the gash was probably about like this long, right? This long, this long, right about that long. No, real life about that long. So, loves, so after that, right, I did my little magic. I put stuff that full of the string, the rubber string plugs of stuff that they're sealed it up, and then get to a tires repair place or whatever. So when you go to Love's, the first thing the guy's going to ask you is, how big is the hole? Is it a nail? No, it's not a nail. Oh, we can't do it. Our policies say that we can't patch tires if the hole is not the size of a nail. If it's bigger, we can't do it. So now I know. Don't go to Love's, right? Don't go to Love's for tire patch or a tire repair. The first thing they're going to do is try to sell you a tire. All right. You need to meet the guy that's got some kind of MacGyver skill that say, hey, I'm going to get you out of the desert, or I can get you some temporary thing going on with, with your tire or whatever. So I moved on, and I went down to Speedco. All right. Speedco, they attempted, all right. They attempted by just taking the tire off. All right. It took them, I'd say, an hour and a half for them to take my tire off. I fell asleep. I woke up an hour later, and then I get a knock on the door saying they can't do nothing with the tire. So I said, okay, no problem. So then I go to TA. All right. Let alone I got this load that I picked up in Atlanta, right? Because I delivered that other one and got the flat tire. I went and picked up another load and that load is has to deliver the next day at 3:00, 3:30. So I'm tired. I'm looking at my clock, and I'm like, wow, how is this going to play out? How is this going to play out? I got 4 hours to figure out how to get this tire fixed, and also I need to at least get me 2 hours worth of sleep. All right. And I go down further down the road. Meanwhile, the tire's holding. It's holding. I go further down the road, and I get to a TA. After I left Speedco, I go to TA. The guy behind the counter says, I asked him, I said, how much you charge for a tire or a used tire? He said, used tires go for anywhere from $210 up to $280. I said, wow, okay, for a used tire. Wow. And then he said a new tire was like $325 to $389 or something like that. So I was like, wow, and I said, well, should I ask him about the patch? If he could patch it or fix it? No. Because Love's, TA, Speedco, they want to sell you a tire. That's where they make more money. They don't make no money on patches, so you need to find that shop that will patch it and get it done and get you out of there. And the guy behind the counter at this TA, he whispered, he said, there's a place across the bridge next door to the Flying J that will got cheaper used tires and probably might patch it. I said, all right, thank you. Boom. I went over there, right? I got to this place, right? It's called Lake Park Truck Center. All right? Lake Park Truck Center, that's down almost by the border off of 75. All right? If you have any tire problems, go to Lake Park Truck Center. First of all, I was shocked. I went in there, and the place is being ran by women. That shocked me. And they was nice. They wasn't like slow gassing and moving around and bullshitting. They was actually running and speed walking, trying to knock these cars out. And these trucks out. Sorry about that. Knock these tires out. Oil changes. They was doing oil changes, lubes, all type of stuff. And a guy came in to help him. One guy came in to help him. He's the one that patched my tire. Well, that's what I'm saying. They wind up looking at the tire. They told me about the tire. I said, look, patch it. Get me out of the desert. On the way back up, if anything changes, I'll come through, buy a tire from you. That doesn't ever work out or whatever. But other than that, I know where I can get good tires because I run up and down 75. All right? So I know where I can go back and say, hey, let me go up to the place. I've been here before. All right? So the guy patched the tire, and that just goes to tell me, how people really is. You know what I'm saying? If those guys seen that, hey, I got a truck driver here, we make money off these truck drivers, we either turn them away. We know his tire needs to be patched up, and we could do it or whatever, but we got policies and stuff like that. Those kind of places I don't like to support. I'd rather support the mom and pop tire shop than support any Love's, TA, or whatever, because they always stealing from us. Their prices is just outrageous compared. Don't you know they were selling used tires for $169 up to $210? All right. And I looked at the used tires, said I should have got one, but nah, I'm just gonna get new tires and put on my equipment. I don't like to start doing the used thing. It just, to me, It's my equipment. I like it nice. I can keep it crisp. So get me another Bridgestone. Either order it from Amazon or whatever, you know. I come to the house and then I'll have some fun putting it on by myself. See if I can do it myself. Two long pry bars and make it happen. So that's how that went. So he patched it. Now I think I'm rocking and rolling. I get down here to Florida. I'm in Florida right now, and it's nice. It's beautiful here. All right, it's beautiful here. My appointment time is supposed to be at 3:30. Guy tells me 4:30. So they got parking here. So I guess it's time for me to go to sleep. But yeah. I gotta handle the issue with my car. It's just more shit on my plate that people put on your plate. You know, people put shit on your plate, and you gotta either choose to eat it or rake it off. And the less stuff that people could put on your plate, the less headache you will have. So, yo.
What time your appointment? 6, right?
No, my appointment is supposed to be at 3:30, but you said it's at 4.
4, yeah, 4. Yeah.
All right.
I have this one, another one, so maybe another 2 hours.
All right. Just let me know. I'm gonna go to sleep. All right. See what I'm saying? Another 2 hours. They set these appointments, and then next thing you know, you gotta sit 2 hours. So that could be some detention here with convoy. And make sure what's going on. But yeah, that's how it's going for me. So my next move, today's Friday, I'm down in Florida. Either I ride home, get something tomorrow, or get something from down here and deliver or something like that. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But look, I don't want to keep y'all waiting and everything. 18 minutes of big face is too much minutes, huh? Hope everybody been safe out there, and hats off to the lady truckers out there, and I'll holler at y'all. Peace.